Hi everyone, Val here, coming to you with my fitness update for the week. And I did get my Very Fit 2.0 band back from my friend who I lost it in her car. She returned it to me. I have been tracking a little bit on my steps this week, just trying to get my steps up. I have not had any dedicated time on the treadmill. Work's been really busy this week. I've had a couple of late nights at work, so I just haven't had any dedicated time. So I was doing good. I was doing actually really good up until Valentine's Day, and then Steve brought home Olive Garden, so it wasn't good. My weight went up. I haven't had time to get it back down. I don't want to be eating that way, where I'm eating and gaining 2 pounds in a day and then trying for the next 2 or 3 days to get the 2 pounds off. It's just not worth that way of eating. But then again, today we had the grandchildren over and had a little lunch with them, and a Valentine party where they are painting, and I'll have some video of that. But we didn't have the healthiest food, and I did eat that, so I'm not going to make excuses. It is what it is. I'm just going to move on, start again tomorrow, and hope for the best. So this morning when I weighed in, at 186.4, which is a 1.4 gain for the week. I'm going to just take it as it is and hope for a better week next week. Nothing I can do about it. Is what it is. Valentine's Day, you know, I don't want to make excuses, but, you know, it is what it is. So get back on it, get busy, and hopefully get that weight back off next week, and keep on going from there. So hope y'all's Valentine's week, I hope you had a nice one, but I hope you didn't blow it with your fitness and your health plan. So let me know in the comments below how you did. I didn't do that well. So today I do get my articles from thinkhealthier.com, and I have an article called 8 Things Never to Do Before Bed, and I thought I would share that one with you. We all need a good night's sleep. They say that children and adults should be sleeping 8 hours a night, but it says 30% of adults get less than 6 hours of sleep per day, while 31% of high school age students get at least 8 hours. So, but they're saying everybody should be getting 8 hours, at least 8 hours of sleep at night. So it's going to tell us how we can set ourselves up to get a better night's sleep. There's 8 things that we can do. First is, it says to watch your medication. Some over-the-counter drugs, particularly decongestants and cold flu medicines, contain stimulants. Be careful what you ingest before bedtime. If you must take medicine, look for those containing antihistamines or that are specifically recommended for nighttime use. If you have a regular schedule of medicine that you need to take, ask your doctor what time of day it should be ingested. Some medicine kicks in hours are being taken, while others, including some blood pressure pills, are optimal if taken at bedtime. Some pain medicines and aspirins can cause some stomach upset, which can interfere with sleep. So it's saying watch the medicines you take, and beware that some of them may be medicines that are keeping you awake. I don't take much medicine at nighttime, so I don't know. I have other issues that are in here, you know, like the second one is technology. That is one of my issues. I do stay on the computer before bedtime, but this is saying technology is our friend, but not at bedtime. Whether it's television, using the computer, reading from an electronic device, or even texting on the smartphone, the artificial light generated by the screens homes in on your brain and stimulates it, making it much harder to fall asleep immediately. if you must read before bedtime, it's suggested that you do it the old-fashioned way in a printed book. So get off the computer for a while before you go to bed. It'll help you to sleep better. That's going to be hard for me. I like my YouTube at night. So the third thing you could do is eating before bedtime is not recommended if you want a solid night's sleep. A big meal before hitting the hay, or even a late night snack high in salt, fat, or grease can mess with your brain and create sleeping problems. Not to mention, eating a lot of calories before laying around for a long time is a surefire weight gainer. So yeah, if you're eating right before you go into bed and you're not burning off those calories, they're going to turn into fat, no doubt. And also could cause issues where you're not going to be able to get to sleep. So, and this one I didn't know. This one is bathing is not cool. You may think that doing that right thing, but you may think you're doing the right thing by relaxing with a warm soak in the tub. But nighttime is when the body temperature needs to cool down, and by warming it back up, you're increasing the time necessary to get back to the level where your natural sleep hormones are back in line. If you need to clean off before bed, leave at least an hour between cleansing and crawling in the sack. I always thought that like the warm water like makes you sleepy and relaxed and easy to go to sleep, but this is saying the opposite, that your body needs cooler temperatures to get to sleep. So I guess you know, the warm blankets and stuff, if you're trying to warm your body up, that's working against the body trying to get to sleep. I didn't know that. How do you all feel about that one? I'm not sure on that one, but that's what it's saying. The fifth thing it says is the best part of waking up. You know, the commercial is coffee in your cup. That's because 80 to 100 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of coffee can boost the body's wake-up signals. Even decaf coffee can be an issue. Studies have found certain brands can contain up to 20 milligrams of caffeine. By the way, many soft drinks, teas, chocolate contain caffeine, so if you're ingesting them after 6 p.m., you're playing with fire when it comes to sleep. So it's telling us to leave alone the coffee, even decaf, the teas, the chocolate, soft drinks, anything that may have caffeine in it, because of course you're not gonna sleep very well. I know that, but that's hard too. All these things, if it was easy, I guess we'd all have a good night's sleep and not be fat. Talk about myself. It's saying leave work alone. In a totally connected world, it's always a temptation to be available 24/7 when it comes to work, emails. But the stress induced by a problem at work can rarely be solved late at night, and it can only create hours of tossing and turning as you attempt to work out what you'll do the next day. And I'm guilty of that one too. If I get an email, I always check my emails when they come on my phone. And it's always something that I know that I have no control over, and there's nothing I can do about it till I go back to work. But I still stress over it. So I totally understand this one. There's been a lot of nights that I didn't sleep because there's something that I had on my mind that I wanted to work out. And I don't know. It just messes up your whole sleep cycle. So the best thing to do, it says, is to create a to-do list before going to bed. It can help clear your mind and get an agenda for you for the next day. You can rest comfortably knowing you'll have something you need to be ready to do when you hit the ground in the morning. Well, sometimes that'll work and sometimes it won't if you have a plan. It's better to have a plan and write it down, at least for me. That way at least I know I have a plan, a list. I love my list of things that I need to get done, instead of, you know, sitting in bed and thinking about, well, yeah, I need to do this, but I'm not going to forget to go and get this from the grocery store, or whatever it might be. So if I'm thinking about the list, and even, you know, like having the party with the kids today, everything I needed to get done for the party today. I'm going to have some friends over for dinner tomorrow night. I need to get stuff done for that. I have to have lists. If I don't have lists, I'm going to be stressing it and thinking, did I forget something? So the lists do help. The writing things down and having an agenda, it does help for me anyway. The next thing to do so that you get a good night's sleep is don't drink. You may think that a drink before bedtime will help you sleep, but often the drink, it often makes the drinker drowsy. But what you're forgetting is the alcohol must be metabolized, and the result of the stimulus may make it hard to get to sleep or fall asleep if you waken in the middle of the night. Plus, keep in mind the diuretic properties of alcohol. Getting up in the middle of the night to relieve yourself is a surefire sleep killer. That's not really a problem with me. I'm not a drinker, so I may have a drink here or there, but I don't drink that much. And the last thing, again, doesn't affect me, is I used to be a smoker. Used to smoke over a pack a day. I haven't done that since 1999, was when I quit smoking, when my father died of cancer, a lung cancer. He was a heavy smoker. He smoked a pipe. So this last thing on how to get to sleep better is don't smoke. We all know that smoking in bed is dangerous, but smoking before bed can cause sleep problems as well. Tobacco contains nicotine, which stimulates the body and makes it harder to fall asleep. It has the opposite effect as well for heavy smokers, because nicotine withdrawal can stimulate the body into awakening far earlier than planned. So those are the 8 things that can make it hard for you to fall asleep. I hope this article has helped you in some way. I found out 1 or 2 new things here that I'm going to keep in mind. Don't know that I can change it as far as the technology goes, because I do like to have my technology going all the way up until I'm in bed at night. So take it as it is. Those are some tips for you if you want to get a better night's sleep. Let me know how long you all sleep at night. Do you guys get 8 hours of sleep? I usually go to bed around 10, and I'm up around 6:30 in the morning. So that's a good 8 hours for me. I may not be sleeping the whole time though, because it does take me a little while to get to sleep, and it's probably a combination of things I've eaten and things on my mind, work and other things on my mind, and the technology. You know, just my body's not ready to go to sleep yet. So let me know, do you get 8 hours of sleep at night? I don't know. Anyway, give me a thumbs up. How was your weight loss? Hope you did better than me. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye now.